My name is Hannah or Haven. I go by either. I've been working at the lab since I was a freshman. I'm an animation major. I'm in my junior year right now.
I'm Gia. I'm a third-year neuroscience major with minors in psychology, biology, and art.
So I would say me and Gia, we work in pretty different parts of the lab. Gia kind of knows everything though. I'm decent at most things, but I would say I have more specialties. I'm a big fan of anything with resin. Gia's been teaching me how to sew.
I do a lot of the sewing. I teach the sewing workshops. We make little stuffed animals for the introductory one. Yes, you can make a little bat. We did little hearts for Valentine's Day, things like that. I like just the variety of things that we have here and combining different mediums to make some really cool and really bizarre things.
Oh, absolutely.
What have we done recently?
Gia's been 3D printing their face and putting that in a lot of places.
I put it in one singular place.
I saw Leaf making a shark out of jeans recently.
Oh yes, they asked me to help them with that because I had the pattern. They call it the jark.
3D printers are my babies. I love them. I'm particularly fond of the resin printers, even though they can be a little evil, but I do love them. My favorite thing to do is probably use the resin printers to make a bunch of like D&D minis. I actually have an example right here. We both dabble in 3D modeling for kind of different reasons. You do more like practical 3D modeling, don't you?
I do. You do the more artistic. I'm really interested in making prosthetics and orthotics. And so right now I made a prototype for a AFO, which is an ankle foot orthotic, specializing in helping with hypermobility disorders. So here's a really rough mock-up of that. We have so many people with various interests. We have someone who loves astrophysics and is studying that.
Oh yeah.
We have someone who's very into environmentalism and sustainability. We have animation majors. We have industrial design. Everyone is willing to help. Everyone's so friendly and so passionate about what they're interested in.
Absolutely.
If your shoe breaks, stop in the IRL. We have things to fix your shoes and we can do it pretty quickly.
So I'm really into currently making earrings. I sell my art at a bunch of local conventions, local stores like the Goblin Market. So this is one of the 3D models. I printed it out on one of our resin printers over there, and then I make a silicone mold of it, and then I put resin in, and then I'm able to get products like this. This Tuesday we're doing an EVA foam workshop where everyone's gonna learn how to make like armor out of EVA foam.
It seems really intimidating at first, like as you mentioned when you first came in, and there are all of these machines buzzing and there are people and it's overwhelming. Our staff is so close and so willing to help, and we're all genuinely friends.
Oh yeah, we love each other.
We love each other. I think that energy kind of extends to the entire space.
Oh yeah.
Like we met at the IRL and we were roommates.
And like there's so many patrons who I would consider some of my closest friends because they just come in and I help them with like crafts, and then we build a rapport, and then we're great friends. My dad, growing up, he is a mechanical engineer, so he always would take me to work for like your take your kid to work day, and he would show me all of this equipment like soldering irons. I learned to solder when I was like 8, and I started cosplaying when I was around like 14, I think. So I've been like really interested in like making my own stuff for a very long time. I'm a very artsy person, and this lab has so much equipment and so much potentiality to do whatever you want. I just come here and I'm like, I'm gonna make whatever I want today, and I go make something.
I had a very similar experience growing up where I was just interested in everything. My dad was in technology as well, and so he'd give my brother and myself computers to take apart and find the motherboard and really encourage that aspect of it. But he also loved art, so I grew up doing a lot of traditional art along with electronics and engineering.
Yeah, I think this place, one of the things that's really unique about it is you don't have to give up any part of yourself for this job. Everyone gets to incorporate what they love into this space, and it's beautiful. Come into the space.
Stop by the lab, please.
Yeah, it's genuinely, you don't need to have a project. You'll find one. And you don't need to like be extroverted, you don't need to be introverted, you don't need to be anything, you just need to be yourself.
So please, come in, make things, have fun.
Join us.
Join us.